All right, let's do this. I'm having very spotty internet connection, and doing a live stream has been on and off, and I've actually been struggling with this for the past few days. Yes, I want these to all be live stream, but sometimes I can't get what we want, and yay, there's not going to be a chat. There's not really a chat. I think only once I had an actual chat. So that doesn't matter. A couple days ago, I was planning on doing a video about bros. But something has happened in the VTuber community that I almost came out of retirement and sang a parody song. I wrote it, if that's, whatever that's saying. But a VTuber named Coco, who pretty much, started, making this why it's, such a phenomenon. She's one of the early ones, and I've seen her, I haven't really followed her because she's mainly in Japanese, and I have an understanding of Japanese when people talk it, but I kind of usually just get lost all the way down, and most of her streams were never subbed. And it was difficult for me, and that's one of the reasons why I haven't followed her or any other VTuber that doesn't primarily speak English. It is what it is. But I think tomorrow. She is graduating from Hololive, and normally we'd think with graduations it's a happy thing, but I'm going to actually miss her. I've seen her do collabs. I've seen people who've subbed her work, and I watched those videos. And she definitely is a force to be reckoned with, and really want to see where she goes. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's raining pretty good. Like I said, it's with Wi-Fi, and the actual, even the hard line is spotty as well. I'm actually kind of worried about whether it's going to download. Yeah, I just wanted to do a quick note about it. I don't know if I'm going to sing the song. I don't know if I really consider myself in retirement or anything like that. But I would love to. Nobody really watches my videos anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And I already said nobody. I do not mean the people who subscribe and the non-subscribers that watch pretty much everything that I have, and they're the ones actually keeping my channel going. That just their input basically is the reason why my channel is surviving. So don't want to say nobody watches it. I should say a majority of people don't see my videos. Usually the people that the video, my parody is about, haven't seen. I don't think anybody who, with the exception of one, she actually did say that she saw my videos, and I did 5 songs for her. So that tells you, like, just because she said she watched a video, she got 5 songs out of me. That's let you know how I'm my modus operandus. Um, the but getting back to what I wanted to talk about, which was bros. Um, to my actual genetic family, I have 4 brothers. And if I ever talk about any one of my brothers, I'm usually going to call him my brother, and it could be any one of the 4. Um, Out of the 5 boys in my family, I am the middle child, so that means I have 2 older brothers and 2 younger brothers. So even if I say my older brother or my younger brother, it still could be any of them. And I could do a misdirect and mention my younger brother, but I'm really talking about my older brother. So, but for the most part, I'm just going to call them my brother. But the reason I mention my brothers is because I have been a bro for a long time, and it is definitely something society seems to hold on to when men are gathered together. We become bros, and I have to admit I know that it's different than like having a best friend. This is what I grew up with, my friends and my best friend, and or best friends. You can have best friends. You don't have to have, there's no law saying you can only have one. I don't know if I mentioned about my best friends that they are my best friend. It doesn't make me their best friend. In fact, looking at my entire scope of my life, as far as best friends goes, I don't think that I've ever been somebody's best friend, which I think I would make a good best friend. But that's the friends have actually, especially when the group of friends are male, and I've had some female bros, so I don't know where the distinction comes in, where the bros thing, but it's very defining, and I don't even understand like the etiquette of the bro system. Yes, I've watched How I Met Your Mother, and there's bro codes and rules in the bro codes, but they in real life none of that crap even applies to anything. But as far as bros are concerned, I know that it seems that there's a lot of understood things, and this is understood, and you're protecting your bros, and the bros before a hose, and the your bro. I'm not really a big fan of it, actually. The changeover is like, I don't understand where people still consider either me a bro or I consider them a bro. As far as I'm concerned, no, I have more than enough bros in my life, so I don't need any more bros. The testosterone, the masculinity or toxic masculinity that permeates when men gather is not for me. I'm not really a crowd person anyway, and I really don't even like to be around. I'd rather get my nails done. Maybe I should say it like that, than be hoofing and grunting and stuff like that, like Tim Allen on Home Improvement. not really that type. I like I said, you look behind me, you see all these action figures. I'm a nerd. I'm not into sports. I'm not into you know that ball game that everybody chases around, which he doesn't even say most of it looks kind of almost homoerotic. If I really had to like put a spin on it, and nothing wrong with it being that. Just it seems that it's goes against what the bros see. It's like watching wrestling. It's kind of especially like the professional wrestling. The stuff that's on TV. It's kind of not not what most people think. But then again, I know that people like the Village People and very very homophobic people, or they like Queen, and they're very very intolerant of people who are different than them, or they think they're going to convert them, or what. I still don't understand all the nonsense that people create. You can't really be converted into something that you're not. So, I mean, they can try, but if you're not, you're not. I think that a lot of the issue comes from the fact that there is that doubt, there is that attraction, there is those feelings that these people have, and they think that they're wrong. And when somebody else is just openly expressing those feelings, they want to stop them. If I can't have that, you can't have that type of deal. That's how I see it. It never made sense to me. Why you care so much about what other people are doing that you can't even take care. If you can't even take care of your own house, why would you care what somebody else's house is like? Why? Who cares? And the reverse holds true. I understand that these racist bigots and everything like that have a place, and it's not mine. It's not my place to judge them for what they have. What they do and their hate and their things, I will definitely judge them on that, because that affects other people. But as far as what they have for themselves, I could care less. I could care less about it. I could care less what idols you worship. What flawed people you think are above being fallible. But getting back to the bros. So I've been in a situation with especially a person who calls me his bro all the time, and I was trying to change it, because I don't want to give the scenario away, but it's like there's a cake. Let's throw the metaphor out there, see if I can make it work. So there's a cake. I get a slice of the cake. The cake's cut up however many times. People have gotten slices and everything like that. And my bro turns to me and says, "I don't really want a slice, you can have mine." And I say, "Okay, well, let me see if somebody else wants this slice and I'll have your slice." So I go off and give away my slice that I have, and then I come back expecting to have that slice there, and my bro has eaten it. And now I have no slices. I don't get any cake at all. And I don't know if I should still consider that person my bro. Um, and that's pretty much what I'm dealing with, And the answer, the quick answer is no. It's not. That's not a bro. That is somebody who might as well hate you. And the difficult answer is that there have been times that I've needed my bro, and they've come through. Less, more of the cake scenario goes on, but every now and again, it works out. And how do you judge them on the good things that they do? Because that's what makes them my bro? And then these crappy, shitty things that they do to me, does that get weaving in? Does it balance itself out? Or do I just say no? No, it's not my bro. Like I said, I don't really. I'm a brother. I'm a bro. Biologically, and I have been dealing with all of the different types of how I've been treated by my brothers. Every one or all four of them treat me differently. I like when they treat me with just indifference, but they are vicious in a lot of respects. For them, I put up with more than what any human being should ever have to put up with, as far as how you deal with how you're treated by another human being. There definitely should be a line, and I have one of my brothers is actually a decent person, but also shits on me as well. But it's that's kind of the nature of dealing with things. But they're actually it seems that they actually care about me. The three others, like I said, indifference is a wonderful thing when they treat me with just indifference. The rest of the time, they're just takers. They just take. They're not givers. They don't in all the years that I've known them, two of them all their lives, I have learned that, being a giver has a reward to it, and if you just take, even taking what you don't need, taking what you want, eventually there's nothing left to take. And three of my brothers, I think, have found that out. That I don't have any shits left to give, as it were. But they're the extreme, and the whole thing about family has been thrown around, and how I need to be a little more accepting, and I need to be a little more tolerant of them. And the truth of the matter is that they're not tolerant of me. They definitely don't accept me. And all they want, the reason that they say crap like that is because they want to take something. They're not adding to my life. They're not making my life more fulfilling. They're literally just taking things away from me. And very upset with me when I don't give. Because I don't give anymore. But those are the real bros. And like I said, I put up with a lot of stuff. And in the real world, outside of the family, my biological family, outside of that, in the rest of society and stuff like that. For the most part, people treat me with indifference. I treat them with indifference, and that's pretty much how I deal with most people. Just complete and total indifference. I could care less what you do, and I hope you can care less what I do. You weren't part of my life. But there are people that are a part of my life, and they get, I guess, to the acquaintance status, and that's probably the majority. Well, the majority of people are different. The people I don't know, people I don't even care to know, and stuff like that. But then you get into the acquaintance. People who are I have to interact with, or I do interact with, even sometimes by choice. And those people, that's where most of my bros are. And then you get into my friends, and then you get into the people I'm very close to, which is a very, very small group. Which I'm trying to expand. I'm trying to actually add another layer between friends and my core close-knit group, which is my tribe, or my chosen family, the family that I choose. And it's building. I can definitely see some people, who see themselves as part of that, which I'm, more than welcoming to that, more than a joy having things of that nature in my life. But yeah, when I think about the acquaintances who basically think I'm their bro, it's, the bro. See, I might wanted to do bro between friends and very close friends. But the bro thing is not. It's not any closer than a friend. In fact, for the most part, it's people that I tend to not want to deal with, or want to be even acquainted with. So, I mean, putting them in the acquaintance, it's like it's not even a separate category from acquaintances. It's the bro group inside the acquaintances, because obviously I have to deal with them. But I there's the other side of the spectrum, where I would even put the bros in as well, as the people that I have to deal with, but I don't like. And then there's the people that I absolutely despise and do not wish well upon. I don't really delve into that group too much. My troll, who is obviously a bot, and so there's not even a human being behind it, which is I was actually kind of hoping that there was a human being behind it, but it's obviously a bot. They're a little too consistent. They follow my pattern. I have several patterns that I do. They've picked a pattern, and that's how they get into my videos, and that's how they see what they want to dislike, and they're utilizing that. And when I start a new like this with Unscripted, they just get right into the pattern. And I thought, oh look, they shifted zones, but really all they're looking for is my name and now Unscripted, and they're already set up. They come in just to click dislike and leave, and they're super fast by it. I actually tested that, how fast I can do it timing wise, and clicking on a video, letting it load, letting that video load, so that it actually starts playing, and then clicking, because there are ways to get into a video without even shutting off autoplay or anything like that, but you can get into a video and click dislike without even ever viewing the video. And the bot doesn't do that because the bot wants to make sure that it's a real video, and that's the reason why it waits a couple seconds for the video to turn on. I think that if it was a fake, if I had a dummy video set up, it would probably pass on it. But it doesn't even know what what my videos actually are. I think it's funny when they dislike a video that actually is making fun of them for disliking the video. It's like going, you don't even see that I actually just dissed you. I mean, they'll probably dislike this video too. Yeah, the bro thing, I'm still working out, and if anybody has any advice, 2 cents worth, anything like that, about the bro, maybe the bro code, maybe I'm going to do the Barney Stinson from How I Met Your Mother and, school me in the ways of the bro code. Whatever you want to do. I'm interested. I'd like to figure it out, but I have to. I will say though, even though the person's probably going to call me a bro for the rest of their lives, I am probably never going to call them a bro in return, because maybe I am a bro to them, but they definitely aren't a bro to me. And I'm just at that point where it's just like, I don't really understand it, but here's what we got. Shifting back, because I mentioned Coco, real quick. Probably, no, I can't. I don't have any internet connection, so I can't even see if she's even online. I hope that whatever she has planned for her future, I hope there is a plan for her future. I hope that it does involve her, VTubing and streaming and doing that. But otherwise, I would love to see where her career goes. I'd like to see what happens in the future. Yeah, and hopefully it's not nowhere. But maybe it's more of a mutual thing, and she's just giving it up, maybe. I know that I can't do. How did this work before? I think I can do a half hour. But I think once I get to the hour mark and stuff like that, the system basically just shits the bed, and it doesn't really work out too well. So I'm gonna probably close this off before the half hour mark, just to have it. Now I'm just wasting time. Let's just say the goodbyes. I hope you find this interesting, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. And as always, cool beans. All right, take care.